Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope your day's going well or night, wherever you are. Today I've got something pretty exciting I want to do. As you can see from my last video, that I've done a little bit of stuff to my room. My mom has actually helped me with some stuff. You know, we're both pretty creative people and we like to brainstorm and think of ideas and stuff. And she's actually been telling me to try putting boards up on the wall, and I just never took the time. I just had blank walls for the longest time. Now that I've actually done a little bit of work to the room, it's starting to come together. It looks really cool. Yeah, added some boards on the wall. These boards are from Brothers, which is actually the board company that I'm sponsored by. So this is a few of the boards that they've given me that I just kind of actually had sitting in the corner, and I've got a few more and some grip. I haven't been skating as much. I had this weird knee injury, which I won't go into right now because that's a whole other story. But yeah, I haven't been skating as much, so I've just kind of had boards that I've been sitting on for a while. So finally put them on the wall. So that's those three right there in the middle. But then right here is actually a Santa Cruz board that I got before I got on the team, and so I had it and I was ready to skate it, and then I got on, I started getting boards, and I was like, well, it's a dope graphic, I'll just, keep it around. And now I have it on the wall, so what better place to have it? This one right here is actually Anthony Van Engelen board. It's an Alien Workshop deck that is, I don't think he's on Alien Workshop anymore. I just know that it's super, super OG, and I actually worked at a Vans store back in the day, and they had this on the wall for years, and at some point they had like some sort of company get together thing. I won it somehow. I ended up coming home with it, so it's been sitting in the garage for a while. I didn't want to skate it, didn't want to scratch it up, and finally have a place to put it on the wall. And then yeah, and then another thing I got, I don't know if you could see kind of up here along the top, I got some LED light strips to kind of line the walls of the room. It just kind of adds to the room tone and ambience. I can change the color, so I can do different colors, which are pretty dope. But where did I have it on? It was like a light blue, right? Yeah. And there's a bunch of other effects and stuff that are pretty dope too, but anyway. And then another thing that I actually added, which would be, there's actually some lights right here. If you see the red glowing under these boards, I have some lights that are back there to kind of give a pop of color, and I wanted to have it contrast from whatever I have the lights in the room set to. So it's kind of set to a red, and this is a lighter blue color, and yeah, looks pretty dope. And then got my key light right here with some diffusion over it, and then I've got this edge light over here, and it's giving a blue color. I actually matched it to the lights in the room, and since you can see the lights in the room, it's motivation to have this kind of blue color right here. And this look, for me, it's pretty inspired by The Boys. The cinematography of The Boys is pretty cool. I really liked how they played with light in a way where there were three different colors on any given person. So they would have the key light, and then the face kind of falls into shadow a little bit here, so you get some like black or like darker areas, and then you'd have like an edge light that's right here that's giving you another color. And so I was like, well, I got the blue lights here. I was able to match the color of the blue to that, and I think it looks pretty cool. But anyway, the main thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is I'm repurposing an old snare and turning it into a light that I can hang over here. So, I'm actually a drummer. I've been playing drums for years. Very rusty at it now because I haven't done it for a minute. But I keep the set in here. I don't know if you can see behind me. I keep the set in here, and I play it every once in a while, but one, it's pretty loud, and two, I have no soundproofing in here whatsoever. So, yeah. I mean, I've noticed a difference in the walls since I've started to put, some things up, but it's not like that's really doing much. It's still a hard surface for the sound to reflect off, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, this right here, this bad boy, where's the top? There we go. So This is a snare from an old kit that I had. It's very dirty, very dusty. I need to do something about that. You can see even right here, it's just not even a thing. So I'm gonna clean this thing up, but ideally what I'd like to do is, here, and I'll show you this. Just gonna borrow one of these lights right here. I'm thinking, boom, something like this. I might put 2 lights on the back, but something essentially like this, and then having it kind of just hanging from a chain in the ceiling right up there, give another pop of color to the backdrop, and just be a cool DIY project to do. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I also have some other lights that I got because, oh yeah, this is the light right here that was behind the board that was causing it to, you know, have like a red glow, but it's big and it's really just sitting on top of the board, and so it's not really safe. Does the job, but I have some other ones that are right here. These are some hex glow lights, and they're battery powered, so I can just kind of stick them back there. I could change the colors, and it's something I could just stick behind there that'll, you know, give a pop of color, and then I don't have to have this sitting on top. It'll be invisible, but cool color. And then same thing with putting these right here on the head of the drum, or on this inner part right here for them to shine through, and then I can do multicolor things where I have maybe one on each side right here, and then I'd be able to change it up and you know, do different color patterns and stuff. So if I've got, you know, the blue on the wall and the red, then I can maybe do a blue and a red coming out of here, or a whole other color to just give it something different. But yeah, that's the idea for today, so hopefully it comes out dope. Let's get to it. All right, so a few other things that I have for this project. I'll really show you here, and or I'll lay them out, but got some hooks. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so some hooks to be able to hook onto the edges of the snare. Got about 6 feet of chain. So this is the chain that it'll hang from, and I'm thinking doing 3. So it's kind of like a spread out like a tripod with one center part at the top, which is hanging from one of these. See? Yeah, there we go. Hanging from one of these. Modern swag hook. This hook's got swag, so yeah, flexing on me. Anyway. Oh yeah, this is for another project. I'm gonna put my speakers on the wall, so they're kind of floating off the wall instead of where they are now, which is not the most ideal, but that's another project. Here's the main hook right here. Yeah, there we go. And then, yeah, more chains. Well, my rapper shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, are you allowed to, I don't know what you're allowed to say on YouTube. I might have to bleep that out, oh well. But yeah, it should be fun. Let's get it. Alright, so starting off with this snare. Well, first things first, we gotta clean this thing. So I'm gonna go clean this, and then I will be back, and then we'll get to the rest. Alright, so we're back with this. A lot of the spots on here that I thought were dirt are actually rust, so don't know how much of that's gonna come out, but it's okay. I feel like it adds to the character, and yeah, we'll keep it pushing. So next thing, I'm thinking we gotta take this off, because one, I play music in here, and I don't want this rattling just like my actual snare does when I'm doing things, and also don't need it. I could center a light right here, or you know, do one on each side, but this is not needed. So I'm gonna take this part off, and then after that we'll get to actually figuring out a way to get it up onto the ceiling. All right, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try and take these screws out right about here. I don't know if you can see that, right? So that way I can just pull the string. I was gonna cut it, but let's just see. Some of these bolts do look like they're a bit stripped, so we'll see if we can get them off, and if not, then go the other way. But oh, that's coming right off. That's perfect. All right, so that's one. Boom, one is out. I'll tighten this back up, and then we'll do the same for this other one. Boom. Now, what did I do? Okay, I think it's going back down. Yeah, okay, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Okay, so one side, just got that off. Now, same thing for this side, which is a different screw type. Why? Okay, I'll be back. Let me go get another one. All right, back in business. Let's get this other one going. Wait, how is this on here? I do not know what's going on right here. All right, you know what? We're cutting it. There we go. Same with the other one. Why not? Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. All right, cut these other edges too. I don't know how pretty I'm gonna make this one. I think I'm going for functionality first, and then we'll see how pretty we can make it later. All right. That back on there. All right. I should totally have been tilting the camera down. I'm just looking at my face going, trying to screw this in, whatever. All right, so got that part done. Now let's check out the screws and see how this fits into the equation. Just gonna Hulk that open real quick, and then, all right. So we've got these hooks. You can see, yeah, there we go. Got these hooks, and I'm thinking we go right into, like, where is it? It's like a mirror trying to show you, kind of down in this area, right here. So I'm gonna put this hook, yeah, oh, bet. All right, I guess let me tilt this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm thinking, just gonna hook it in, maybe like somewhere right here, and then we go in, just right here. And then, I don't know if you'll be able to see. I might just have to, I don't know, we'll see. So let's see, where is it? Right here? Can you see that? Ah, it's like a, doing this on camera, it's like a mirror. So you got it right here, right? You see that? Yes, no, yes, no, maybe? Okay, something like that. And then pretty much gonna have this hook into here, so it's holding this tight. I don't know if you can see, there we go. So now it's hooked in, it's holding that, and then ideally I should be able to do that for the entire thing, for all three of these. So let me zoom us back out. Loud. I just had the hook, where'd it go? Oh, right here. Okay, anyway, so that's the gist. I'm essentially taking this piece right here. Come on. Yeah. Taking this piece right here, hooking that in like that, and then this part, that part is hooked in to the snare, which is hooked into one of these. All three sides will be connected to one of these, which will also be connected to one of these going into the ceiling. Or did I do that show long enough? Yeah, one of these going into the ceiling. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, so essentially hooking this in, can you see? Yeah, right about here, something like this. And then once I've gotten that one in, go into this other one right here. And then that one's gonna probably hook somewhere more here. I guess for you guys, for your sake, I'll show from this side. So then we'll do, let's try this side right here. So we'll have this one here, this other one here, and then we're gonna have a third one on this side that should complete all the sides that we need. So take this, and then we'll take this third one right here, and hook this on right here. So then, now, got all three of these, and that one just came off. All right, let me readjust. So we got this one, this one, and this one, all together. So ideally, it'd be something like this. There. I don't know if you can see, but they're all hooked up. They're on here. And then what I do is I would put the lights on top of here. So now it's really just figuring out how to get these, how high I want this to be off the ceiling, and how long I want to have these, you know, together, if that makes sense. If I want to have them bunched like this, or if I want, you know, more at the top. I feel like kind of maybe bunching it in a little bit tighter, so it's not super high, but something like this maybe in the ceiling would be pretty cool. So yeah, that makes a lot of noise. Okay, let's do it. All right, so now that I've gotten this kind of how it is right now, I just want to kind of go over and, well, first I need to bring a chair in here, but then I'm gonna go over and see how high I want to have this up and how high I want it to hang from the ceiling. Okay, so now that I'm up here, I just gotta see about where and how high I want it to be. Assuming it's right here, I kind of want it almost over where I would be sitting if I'm playing the drums. So probably centered somewhere around here, which I should have got a pen to be able to mark it, but I'm thinking right here. I gotta see what playback looks like to see how the positioning is, but I think that's where I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I got the hook in the ceiling, but I'm realizing something. If you look at this photo, I don't know if you can see. If you look at this photo, you see the way that it's put together. There's actually some sort of a hook, or like a, what is it? I don't know, just some sort of a hook that can go onto here. Because this part right here, which I don't know if you can see this little slot, I thought that I'd be able to just pull it apart and then be able to get the stuff in, but I think it's welded together, which means that this doesn't open, and if that's the case, I do need something to be able to open up, hook, and pull onto that. So that just means I'm gonna have to go back to Home Depot tomorrow and figure out the other part to do this. So I guess there'll be a part 2 of this video, so yeah. Stay tuned, I guess. Oh, also, another thing that I wanted to do was these Hex Glow LED lights. I haven't opened these yet, so the snare, that's a whole other thing, but this should be pretty straightforward. If I can't figure this out, there's a problem. Nice. So open this up, and then you got a little remote right here, and I think there's some sort of tapping mechanism for these, but really all I need to do is throw in 3 AAA batteries in there, and they should be good to go. And they're RGB and all that, so I'll be right back with the batteries and we'll get these up. All right, got the AAA batteries, and we're gonna get these into the lights. Let's see, start off with one, and let's see. So got that open. One here. That's weird. Why is that so difficult to put in there? There we go. All right. Boom, boom, boom. How do you turn them up? That's cool. All right. So I guess. Oh, that's dope. Okay. And then let's see what the remote is like. Ooh, ASMR. Okay. Boom. So here is the remote, and let's see, blue, nice, green, orange, perfect, yellow. Okay, dope. So let's just say the light that we have back there is already red, so we took one out. So if I click this, red. So now if I take this, let's see what it looks like. It's actually not as bright as the other light is back here. I might need to put 2. So let's see what the other one is. Excuse me. All right, so put that in there, put this in here, and then this other one in here. Oh, you guys are just looking at my face trying to figure this out, and I'm doing it all outside of frame, but I got all the batteries in, so there's that. Let's throw the back on here. Oh, it's already on. Green. So let's go another red. Now we got 2 reds. Now let's go try this one here. So one here, and one here. Kind of hard to see from over there, but being honest, even with these 2 right here, unless I just stick them on the wall, I feel like these red lights that are behind the boards are doing the job, if I'm being honest. I thought that these would be a little bit brighter, but I have to see how they look on camera. But just even in the way that other light, I don't know where the other one is that I just had, but even in the way that the other light is on, oh, here it is. Okay. I think by the nature of this light being longer and also just significantly bigger than this one, that, you know, it's outputting more light, and it's also moving it alongside the board versus one of these, which I feel like it would maybe work if the room was really dark, but it's not bright enough for this setup right now. Like, I mean, my camera's ISO is at 200 right now, so that's like as low as I can get it, and I've got my key light dialed in, I've got the edge light dialed in, and then I've got these, and everything looks good on camera right now. But this, I just don't know how bright this is. Let's see, I don't know. Let's say I put it up here. Yeah, I don't think it's doing nearly as much as the top light. So, I don't know. Either I can put these back here and just hope that they look cool, or let me see, maybe I put them, They don't even really light up the drums that much either. So, for this, we're gonna try one more thing. We're gonna see how many we can put on the snare to see if we can get it to really actually shine through. And if it doesn't, then these are probably a no-go, but you know, at least we tried them out. There are return policies for a reason. So, let's see. So this is without, that's with 1, but honestly, comparing, let's see what it looks like with 2. So with 2 of these, it's looking better. Let's see. I'd hate to put a million different things on here, but let's try 2 more. Damn, battery down. All right, there we go. So we'll try putting some batteries in this one. Okay, so that one's plugged in. Tap to get it on. Boom, red. So now we got, I don't know if you can see, 3 red lights on here, and we'll see how it looks going through. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. I wonder if, let's say, what if I changed to where it's 2 colors? How would that look? Red and green. That's cool, but I probably would need 2 red on one side and then 2 green on the other. Yeah. I don't know. As cool as these are, I don't think that they're powerful enough to do what I want to do with this snare. I could use all of them and just have them all here, and then that be it. I wonder, let me see. If I press this button, okay, it does, well, none of you guys saw it, but it does seem to, as long as they're all generally here, if I press this button, it does change the colors of everything. So, I mean, if I had enough, maybe I should just put all the lights on here, just all 6 of them, so it's super bright, and see what that looks like. If that works, then we'll keep it, and they'll be strictly for this, and we'll leave the other lights up there for the skateboards, and that'll be the setup. So yeah, let's get the rest of these batteries in, and then we'll see what it's looking like. All right, so I got some more in here. One thing I did realize is they say that they're dimmable, so what I'm hoping is that they're just at their lowest. So let's see if we can turn this up. I don't know if it's getting any brighter. Well, sure, it gets dimmer, but as far as brightness, I feel like it's maxed out. But let's see. I mean, they all connect. Let's see. What are we looking like now as far as? Okay, that looks pretty dope. And we got one more. So I think if we do, honestly, this is kind of well, you don't really see it, but this layout I think would be pretty dope if I just had these, but I could also find a way to put 2 in the middle, and then that could be the setup. I need to go find a couple more. I need 2 more AAA batteries, so I'll be right back. All right, back with the other ones. So we're gonna put these last few in here, see how bright that looks, and then yeah, see what it's gonna look like when we put it up tomorrow. Boom. All right, so we've got all 6 on here. Things are moving. So yeah, we've got all 6 on here. You can see through the bottom. That looks pretty dope. And I could always change the colors of everything too. Oh, this is dope. Let's see. And then obviously I can change the color. Let's see, will it do it? Come on. There we go. Orange or red or purple. I feel like this would be kind of a cool prop to just give a pop of color. And if you're looking at it from the bottom, that looks pretty dope. It'd be like a colorful halo hanging above me if I'm, you know, playing the drums, or if not, it's just in the background. So I think this will actually work out with these lights if I'm using them for the snare. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out a way to stick these lights on here so that they're just locked in on here, and then once I get the stuff to be able to put the snare up on the ceiling, put it on the ceiling. And then now that I know that I'm not going to use these to replace the lights that are on the skateboards, I'll just leave them. I honestly don't even see them in the frame, but it looks dope, so I'm just going to leave that. And then yeah, get these lights onto this snare, and that's going to look pretty dope. I feel like that's gonna look pretty dope. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Dope. All right, hey guys, I'm back. So back to the snare drum part. I was gonna go to Home Depot to get another piece, but I found this in the drawer. I don't know if you can see, but it's one of those where you can kind of, come on, there. It's kind of one of those where you could pry this part open a little bit. So I'm thinking if I just pry this open enough and then get this in where all of the chains kind of come together while making sure that the snare is level, then this can be the thing that hangs on the hook. The only other thing I'm going to have to do is the chains will be a little longer than I need them to be, because they're actually, each of the chains is about 2 feet long, and I have 3 of them, so any of that excess that's going to be at the top will have to get cut off. So I'll figure that out when I get there, but yeah, let's do it. All right, so here is the snare right here. Kind of got the hooks going on the chain. Hopefully if I just pull this up, it'll kind of, oh, nope, one of them came off. Let me see. I know you guys can't see much right now. Please be patient. All right, this one will hook here. Almost there. Don't mind the red hook. The red hook is not officially part of the setup. Oh no, where'd the other one go? Everything is falling. Give me a second. All right, so essentially, this is what we're looking at. Something like this. Don't, you know, we're gonna take out this extra stuff and cut this off, but this is the general idea. So as you can see, it's hooked to the edges, and yeah, they're all gonna come together right here. So what I'm thinking now is I'm gonna take this piece right here and get it right here instead of this red one. I don't know if you can see, but I'll have it right here where all these come together instead of this red one. And then eventually we'll cut off all the excess, and then that will be the setup. And then we'll just put the lights on top of here like you saw earlier, and yeah, get her up there. So yeah. All right, so guys, got a little funny story. Remember I said I was gonna put this in not even, I don't know, a minute ago, and I was right about to put it in, and for some reason I looked down at the floor in my room, and thank gosh for my messy room, but I found exactly what I need. Literally. So instead of sitting here trying to pull this apart and break nails and bend fingers and do all that, it was just right here on the floor, and I just so happened to look down and see it. So guess what? Now this would be way easier. I could take this, go straight through there, boom, done. This right here was just a marker to mark which chain I wanted it on, but now I don't need it. So yeah, and then this part right here can just hook onto the hook that's up in the ceiling, and once I get the other ones up, we're good. So yeah, excited. All right guys, so I got it all hooked up. You see, boom, all three. So they're on here, they're all hooked to the same point right. I don't know if you can see this. They're all to the same point right here. So really now, the only thing that's left is just kind of cutting this excess. But first, I want to hang it up and just kind of get a sense of what it's looking like. And then, yeah, so excited. Let's do it. Did you see that? It just popped out as I got up, and I just so happened to catch it. Oh, that could have been bad. All right, so let's try again. We got this going, so let's go and try to put it up. Okay, let's see. Hey, that's not too bad. And I kind of like, it isn't 100% flat, and my OCD would normally kind of make that an issue, but the fact that you can kind of see just a little bit of where the light's gonna be, and it's hanging, it's working, it's up there. So now let's try to put those lights that we talked about back on there and see what it looks like. So here are the lights right here. Let's see, turn on please. Come on. Yeah, boom, there we go. So we're just gonna go and lay these on top of there, and then we have this remote right here to be able to change the color. So let's see. Okay. Oh, that looks dope. That looks dope. So it's up there. So now, let's see. Let's go red. Okay. Okay. That's pretty dope, right? That's pretty dope. Let's see. Green. Yup. That looks cool. Orange. Another orange. Yellow. Another blue. Oh, dude, that's so sick. Purple. Let's see. Pinkish. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So let's go with the red for now to kind of go with the, looks kind of pinkish in comparison to the other ones. I don't know why. Oh, actually, there we go. Okay, so that's what it was. There's, the remote can control all of them at the same time. So it must have just been hitting a few of those instead of like all of them. So it wasn't as red as it could be, but now that they're all on, all 6 of them are on and they're all set to red. Yeah, so then green, all of them are set to green now. Blue, all of them are set to blue. So that's pretty cool. Oh, let's see. And look, even if I just want white, which looks kind of blue, but I don't know. Let's just go with the red for now. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. This is not the chair that I sit in when I'm drumming, but just to see, if I were to sit under here and pray that that doesn't come down on my head. Yeah, so if I'm playing drums and I'm right here, this would be the setup. Yeah. Whoops. Okay, so I'd say that's a success. The only other thing that's probably left to do is just to cut the excess that's hanging, but I mean, I don't even see it in frame, so I mean, you know, to make it pretty, I could do that, and if not, I could leave it. I don't even know, can you guys see it? Even if not, the way that it's dangling straight down the middle of it actually kind of looks cool. So I may leave it, depends on how lazy I am, but it's working, and yeah, I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll show some clips of it kind of up close and maybe some, I don't know, different angles of it and stuff like that, and get you some B-roll to be able to see all the pieces that went into making it. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and excited for the next one. I'll see you guys soon. All right, peace.